Rahim, dear brothers and sisters, Assalamu alaikum. I am pleased to be in front of you and talking about Shia Rights Watch, the only organization that is dedicated to defend the rights of the Shia Muslims all around the world. Many of you have heard about the organization and many of you have not. The Shia Rights Watch and the organization and the people who are working behind this organization have came to the conclusion of defending the rights and raising the voice of a voiceless is something that is must in our society right now at this moment. For that reason, many of the people who were educated were having that passion of defending the rights of the Shia Muslims peacefully, came together and created an organization that is dedicated to defending the rights of the Shia Muslims all around the world. We have came to work for the people who never and ever talked about their stories. We saw that a lot of stories are hidden among our society, and there are a lot of violence and discrimination happening in the Shia Muslim society that no one else is talking about. There are many cases that you have heard in your community, but you never have the thought of who can raise this issue, who can defend me without asking for any reward or taking a side of the government or any particular groups. Shia Rights Watch is the organization that is not relied on anyone. Our job and our effort is mixed of the human rights and the Red Cross. We seek the community, we talk to the community, we raise the issue, we gather information of what is going on exactly in our society, who are the Shia in any part of the world, what they are doing, what are the things that we can help to protect them first and then defend them if there is any discrimination. We have worked in many cases such as Malaysia, Indonesia, in the Middle East, in Bahrain, in Saudi Arabia. We believe that we can work not for the government, but with the governments and with the societies and the communities to raise their issue, work with them and see what are the solutions that we can bring to our society and to the country. We believe that every citizen of any country, they are a citizen first and then they follow in their belief and their religion. So it's very important for us to let the countries know that security and the stability of the country is very important for us. And as a Shia Muslims who are living in those societies and those countries, we do our best to protect them, to protect the security of the country, and at the same time ask for our rights. In many countries, unfortunately, Shia Muslims are the third generation or third party. With that, I mean that a lot of countries, they don't understand the Shia Muslims first. Second, they believe that they are not part of the society. They don't believe in their faith as a Shia Muslims. So for us, it's very important to highlight those issues and bring those cases up, talk to the different countries, and talk to the different groups, and introduce ourselves. One of the issues that we are seeing in the world is that as a Shia Muslims, we are hesitating to introduce ourselves and our belief and our faith. We are the follower of Ahlul Bayt. We believe in the peace. We believe in the humanity. We believe in women's rights, children's rights, animal rights. These are the concepts that we have heard in many of those lectures that we hear, in many of those schools that we go, but unfortunately we did not have the gateway or the path to talk to our community, to talk to our neighbors, to tell them that there are Shia Muslims who believe in everything that the other people believe. The Shia Muslims have the same thought, the same belief that everyone else has, but the wrong addressing of the issue and the propaganda against the Shia Muslims unfortunately pushed the Shia Muslims to the side, and a lot of communities have not heard about us. So in the Shia Rights Watch, the first thing we do is gathering the information of who are the Shia, where they living, what they are doing, what are the things that they need to improve in their society and their lives, and what are the things that we can address as an international organization and work on that in their community and their society, in their country, and in the international community, such as UN, to be able to present them. We don't believe and we don't claim that we are the only one who working, but alhamdulillah, we are one of the organizations that have dedicated their time and the effort and the money to become that one organization that everyone seek and everyone work with. We have proven that we don't have any hidden agenda. We are working only and only and only to defend the rights of the voiceless and the defend of the rights of particularly Shia Muslims. With that, we have defended many of the people with the other religion and faith, because we believe that in order for us to be able to work in the countries and work in our societies, we are living in the multicultural, multi-religion country. And with that, a lot of people with a different faith are living among us in our communities. So the coexistence is very important. Sometimes people mix the being united or have a coexistence. That's something that a lot of people mix. We respect the other people of the religion. We respect the people who are believing in their faith and their religion, but we ask them to respect us as well. For that, we have worked with a lot of organizations and a lot of people of different faiths to defend them. For example, when it comes to Malaysia, it comes to Indonesia, and the other countries that have a people of other faith, we have helped them in many cases and referred them to the organizations that are working in that path and in that field to highlight those issues. And that gave us a lot of strength. Now our job is not only to work with those societies, that is educating ourselves first. The one thing that in our society is not getting a lot of heat or a lot of attention is that we got used to the violence that is happening among us. We got used to people treating us as a third party. We got used to have that feeling that I don't belong to this society. Why? Because the other people, the propaganda that is happening is pushing us toward that. Our old generation, with all respect to the old generation, have lived that way and teaching the next generation to be the same. But right now in this century that the multimedia, social media is working hard to get the rights of the people, to highlight the issues, is very important for us to be able to have the same path and same way of getting our rights. Our young generation using the social media a lot. It is very important for us to teach them how to use the social media. If the incident happened, they should be the first one who write about it, talk about it, because the trend of the violence that is happening is taking different side of the story. And no one else can tell our story but ourselves. In many cases, the story are getting lost with all this situation that is happening in our world. Many of those cases that can be talked about and highlight and why this violence is happening, why this violence is happening particularly to this community. If you are from Pakistan, if you are from Afghanistan, if you are from Bahrain, if you are from any countries that the number of the violence against the Shia Muslims is on the boom, not only that people of that country have to talk about it. Us as a Shia Muslims and as a human, we have to understand and we have to believe that it is our duty, is our responsibility to highlight those issues. We should not think that, oh, this incident is happening in the countries that I don't belong to. No, as a Shia Muslims, we believe that anyone, anywhere, is getting their rights getting violated. We have to be able to talk about it. We see that a new generation and our youth are not taking that side. Why? Because they are blending in the society that they live in. They hear, they understand, but they don't know how to work with it. As a old generation that lived in that country, we have all the tools that we can give to our new generation to use and get that effort and direct it to the right way. We believe on nonviolence, and every effort that we are putting is toward showing the world that Shia Muslims don't believe in the violence, and they are doing everything that they can to protect not only themselves, other people as well. A lot of people might think that as a Shia Muslims, why I have to expose myself to the situation that is happening. Remember, there is a very, very nice wording and there is very nice proverb that is talking about the people who were silenced among any incident that was happening against someone else, and they never speak up. These generation after generation have seen that, and they never spoke up about their situations. Then it becomes the moment that their rights and their identity was challenged, and they did not have anyone to defend themselves. So this is very important for us, and the concept of silence and not talking is very important. As a Muslim, as a human being, if we see any crime that is happening among our community and our society, I believe that is a crime if I don't speak up about it. This could be, this incident is happening to my brothers and sisters, my uncle and cousins, and my family and my tribe and my community. And it could be someone else with a different faith and different belief that is their rights getting violated. It's my job and my duty as a Shia Muslims to defend them. The same way that our Prophet defended the innocent people, the same way that Imam Ali alayhi salam defended the innocent people. We are believing that we are Shia Muslims. We try our best to show that I have a religion, I understand the religion. At the same time, I believe that I can go to that path and that path of Ahlul Bayt, and everything I do is toward that. So we have to look at those, not only about the religion, about the human right aspect of it. Every incident that's happened in past 14th century, it was past 1400 years, is showing us step by steps how to use our power, our strength, our wealth toward defending the rights of the people. Defending the people who need our help. As a Shia Muslims, we are the #1 in the world, in the wealth, in the education, in everything that you think of. But because I don't know that person who have education, I don't know that person who had the wealth, or I never had this idea in my thought to become that, we got this issue and we never worked on it. As a Muslims, as a Shia Muslims, it's very important for us to do our best to become the #1, to be able to defend and to protect people of my faith and the other faith. And when we do that, we see that other societies respect us more and believe on us. At the same time, we show them that we are a non-violence. We are a non-violence people. We believe on non-violence, and everything we do is for the security of our countries and the stability of our countries. That is very important for us. I hope I could address some of the issues that and the things that need to be highlighted. And inshallah, in the next programs that we have and the next series that we have, we will talk about the other issues and the other countries, and specifically talk about the cases that need the highlight of the people.